Hi everyone, today we're working on a 2003 Dodge Grand Caravan with a 3.3 liter. Customer's concern over the years is kind of making some creaking noises when she's driving slow, when she makes a left or right turn. The front of the vehicle kind of dips, kind of sways, and they have a sway bar on the suspension, usually on the front and the rear on a lot of cars today, to keep the vehicle from swaying. So when it has a swaying problem, you want to look at those bushings and those links, and I'll show you what I found out. These are the links that goes from the sway bar at one end of it, and it goes up to the McPherson strut suspension on the other end of it. Obviously there's one on each side. Then it has these bushings on the subframe area that holds the bar itself to the frame. And this is supposed to be perfectly round, like this is the new one. So here's one side. See how this is elongated out like that? Here's the other side, all elongated out like that. That's a huge deal. You lose a lot of characteristics, a lot of power of the sway bar. You're going to lose a bunch of it leaving those on, just changing these. Now I'll show you where it's located on the vehicle. Here's the one on the passenger side. You can see there's a notch, there's a split inside there. That's so you can put the bushing on the sway bar itself. And then you can see where it bolts up. It has a bracket. And let's see if you can see right there. It's going to bolt up inside of here. It's a little hard to see where that bolts up in there. Then on the side, here's your sway bar link itself. So there's one end right there. I left this end off because I want to be able to move the sway bar itself around. And then here's the upper end right there. So I attached those up. So you can imagine when that's all worn out on both ends, how it's not going to make the vehicle won't handle as good. Then it has one on the other side here. And you can see it right there. Then the upper end is the same spot. It's located on the bottom of the McPherson strut itself. Then here's the bracket that goes on there on the outside of the bushing. Then they have a bolt and a nut. And there's some little installation instructions here. You always want to make sure you read these. And they want to have the notch facing down at the bottom of this bottom hole. And that's where we have it. So this vehicle is going to handle so much better. The customer is going to be so happy. It's not that expensive of a job to do. So instead of replacing the struts and tell people the suspension is worn out or your vehicle is just old, look for the simple basic thing. It sways around. Listen to what the customer's complaint is. It makes some little funny noises. That's the funny noises. That's why it's swaying around. The other stuff has some wear on it. This is going to make a noticeable improvement. It's going to be cost effective, and we're going to have a happy customer that she can still drive the van for years to come. Thank you.